Could attend conferences and report back what Americans were saying they shouldn't have been saying, what Russians were saying that we'd like to know what they were saying.
Klass was able to get op-ed pieces in the New York Times like no big deal. He was able to get on major media to talk about these cases. No big deal for him. Well, gee, when you think about how difficult that is to do, you've got to be very well connected to do all of those things.
And now that through the Freedom of Information Act, I have come into possession of the FBI investigation of this guy, there's definite evidence that he probably was acting on behalf of some covert agency in attempting to discredit this.
He identified himself to me as U.S. government UFO investigator, Philip Klass. And I think he was, you know. And he was the only U.S. government man that appeared on the scene.
I don't believe that anyone turned him into a UFO skeptic, but they certainly were in a position to guide and they're also finance his efforts.
Here's our slush fund, here's $10,000, and you're going to destroy this case for us. This is a classic mark of an intelligence community operation.
Klass stated in letters that he did not have a very high income. So the money came from somewhere. I don't know if it was a federal agency, if it was a private individual, or what it was, but he was highly motivated.
He was acting as though he had orders to kill this no matter what. You know, if you can't find a chink in the armor, make one. And that's what he did.
Now let's go a step further. Why would the intelligence community want to debunk the Travis Walton case?
It sounds like science fiction, but you know, you have to acknowledge it would be extremely disruptive for this kind of, you know, total, undeniable truth to be just delivered to the world tomorrow.
People say to me, why doesn't the president or why doesn't our government admit that UFOs are from someplace else? Because they can't, because nobody in the government is willing to come out and say, yes, we're being visited, and we're sorry that we lied to you about it and kept it from you for so many decades, but we felt that we were doing it for your benefit, to protect you, to protect the citizens until we knew more about it.
Disinformation was a very important thing in winning World War II. It was aimed at Hitler and Japan, but we lied intentionally, often, powerfully. That's the way the ball game is played.
So what you find is that you have gatekeepers within the world of the media, you have gatekeepers in the world of academia who, their job, it's like sheepdogs guarding the flock.
And that's also one of the reasons why I don't think that there will be disclosure